On this episode of Pimp My Gun, we're going to be taking a look at the Razor 9mm Wildfire Conversion Kit. This bad boy gives the weapon a 50% increase to its fire rate at 1500 rounds per minute, an almost 40% increase at its bullet velocity, and a larger magazine, all at the cost of your ADS firing movement speed, your reload quickness, ADS spread, and a little bit of damage. And to get this thing to its maximum potential, we'll be using these augments and these gobble gums. Let's go test it out. To my knowledge, this is now the fastest fire rate weapon in the game, with the second closest being the Rev 46, and that is still about like 200 to close to 300 rounds slower. But the fire rate is now just absolutely insane. We can just shoot off all 85 of those rounds within less than 10 seconds, basically. And honestly, when I was looking at the stats for this and scrolling through all the other weapons, or at least all the other SMGs, the damage drop off that we get for throwing this conversion kit on is actually not too bad. Our body shot damage is terrible. We are doing 15 damage per shot with no upgrades at all. And then 102 to the head. But if we look at like the Rev 46, that's only doing like 17 damage to the body, and then probably like 112 to the head maybe. Like, it's really not that bad. I think the worst part about this conversion kit so far from what I've seen is, you know, it's gonna shoot all these bullets fast, so I'm assuming we're gonna have ammo issues. But the reload speed is actually atrocious. It is so slow, and I feel like it might be a problem for us going forward. But once we're done getting set up here and I'm done using our toxic growth, I am definitely switching on over to our frenzied guard. That way we can not have to reload as often. And I will be using our free fire gobblegum later just to see how crazy the recoil can get on it. And we have a few like stock option gobblegums that we can try with it as well. And when I was putting together a build for this weapon, I was really debating between going for a tack stance build with it. Since it is such a high fire rate, I was a little worried about recoil, but so far it seems all right. Like, it's not terrible to control. I went ahead and went for more of a recoil and damage range build on this, because if you don't know, just by default, the SMGs in this game do get a damage boost when it comes to shooting at point blank range. And that does extend to using any sort of damage range boosting attachments. And that plus our Deadshot augment, which boosts point blank damage, on top of our successive hit augment for double tap, I think is what's really gonna get our money's worth out of this weapon in terms of doing the most damage possible. But for now, I'm actually gonna pop a soda fountain early here and grab quick revive. Okay, quick revive and jug, not bad. And let's go ahead and grab Ted and make our way over to our power stations. And already I'm feeling like I'm gonna need to buy ammo every single round. I'm almost debating on going and getting Voltrade early just for those little ammo drops that we can get, because we are already spending a shit ton of money on ammo. But maybe we can get lucky right here and get a nice pap crystal. Come on, plant, help me out. Yes, let's go. Ooh. So we go from 85 rounds in the mag to 170, which is huge for a SMG of this caliber. Not the highest mag that we can see on an SMG, but it's not terrible. The thing I'm worried about is only 600 rounds in reserve. I don't know why they really want to limit us on our reserve ammo for a pack-a-punch weapon, especially one that shoots this fast. But we'll try to make it work. And our pap damage to the body is looking like 44, and to the head is 252. What about close up? 252 is looking about our point blank damage range. And let's just go ahead and grab our rare aether tool here. Now we're going up to 504 and 52 to the body. Oh yeah, 296 from a distance. But I'm grabbing speed cola right now so we can get a little bit of a faster reload here with our original recipe. That's a little bit better, but he's got to do that little extra touch on the mag that makes it take a little bit longer than I'd like to. And I will bite the bullet and grab Voltrade early. Just that little bit of ammo drop will help us out a lot. Double tap, I'm kind of scared to grab you. We're gonna have to wait. We're off to the farm. I don't like that sound. There's like a zombie cow out there. You know what? Let's do a little Teddy task. What you got for me, Ted? Melee kills? You got it, dude. And what is our prize? Free perk? And it's double tap. Okay. Well, I was gonna wait to grab double tap, but let's go ahead and see what our fire rate's looking like now. That's nuts. Hold on. Let me go somewhere where this machine's not pumping so we can hear nothing but the fire rate. That's crazy. Oh, an epic aether tool. Give me that. But our body shot damage now is doing like 102. I'm seeing to start 132. And we can get it up to like 200. But then our headshot damage, we just hit a few body shots beforehand, is going up into the thousands. This is still just pack 1. And Ted is giving us just another mystery perk, but it's Deadshot. So we got all of our damage boosting perks now, right? So that should help with our point blank damage a significant amount. Same with our headshot damage. But what I really want to see is when Xursa shows up here in a second, how fast we can get the damage to scale against her, especially since we got that free aether tool. So we can go ahead and get this to legendary already. Oh, and the 1 damage raising perk that we're missing is elemental. That's fine. We don't need it yet. All right, Xursa, eat this. Okay, already gone. That's what we like to see. I'm sure it's not going to be that easy once we get into the later rounds to take Xursa out like that, but I'm going to remain hopeful. Our gun's just a little too nasty at the moment. Having a legendary weapon on round 16 is kind of busted. So let's make it even more busted by getting it to pack 2. Wait, nope, don't want to make that mistake. The second I buy pack 2 is when we're going to start getting it from our toxic growths. You almost had me, game. I'm going to extreme coupon my way to getting this thing maxed out. Ooh, there it is. That is not what a refined Ethereum crystal looks like, game, but I will take it. Oh, right on time for Xursa, too. Come here, buddy. Eat that. Gone immediately. I was seeing some 3000s damage in there, which isn't insane on a per bullet basis, but just remember how many bullets are leaving this gun. Oh, and another PAP 2 crystal. Okay, they're blessing me this game. You know what? Since they've been so nice to me, I'll pay it forward. Let me go ahead and grab PAP 3 with my own hard-earned points. And what are we looking like for our damage now? Okay, 400 something to the body, at least from a distance. Close to 900, close up. And I'm literally just tapping my mouse very, very slightly. You know, barely pulling the trigger, and it's still shooting a few bullets here every single time. But then we shoot him in the head. Okay, up to 4,000 damage. I think I just saw 8,000 in there too. Okay. This could be a monster, but we are extremely overpowered for our round right now. And I think it's time to switch off of Toxic Growth and go to Frenzied Guard. We'll use these plants for what they got left. We'll milk the juice out of them. And then we'll see how bad our recoil can get shooting every single round we have in this thing as fast as possible. How did Xursa just die? I heard Xursa spawn in. I look over and he's just blowing up. How's that happen? He's too scared? You want the smoke? I get it, Xursa. I wouldn't want the smoke with me either. But this is the perfect opportunity for us to buy some ammo and then use our Frenzied Guard once we get the zombies in here. I'll wait for them to spawn and get them all trained up. And we'll see how quickly we can mow them down. All right, I think everyone's here. Let's Frenzied and light them up. They're all gone that quickly. Quick Bloodstone camo too. Oh, here's Xursa. Finally had the nuts to show up, huh? Eat this. Woo! Ate it and ate it good. I did end up taking a lot of damage there, but not as much as Xursa. Not even close. And now that we are fully maxed out and we got a Xursa here, let's go ahead and try our Free Fire Gobblegum and just let it rip. Maybe a little frenzied just to make sure that we stay alive. Xursa, bye-bye. You can leave now. It's okay. The rest of you can go as well. That's a quick way to eliminate an entire round. Let's just unload into the sky. If there's any Dark Aether birds out there, I'm sorry. That's nuts. Oh, look how far the recoil reset. But so far, the zombies don't have an insane amount of health. We are just now starting to get a decent amount of armored zombies. But it's been a lot of fun to use this. The fire rate is just absolutely nuts. There's not a whole lot this thing can't shred through, but there is a whole lot of bullets that it can run through. We are running out of ammo like crazy. And up until this point, completely forgot about ammo mods. Let's throw fireworks on here. And now all there's left to do is just see how high of a round we can get. And if this thing can hold its own closer to health cap. And maybe if we're lucky enough and determined enough, we can kill 10 elite Sursa. Okay. Yeah, go in the truck that teleports you, I guess. What I was saying is that we could possibly get infestation on this. If we can just take out about like 5 more Zersa. We just have to survive that long to do it. Round 46. We're still going in. It's still working. And the only problem is ammo. And the fact that we really need to be hitting our crits, or we're in trouble. The body shot damage isn't really doing it for us anymore. Oh, but there's Doomsteel, so it don't matter. A little infestation on this. Uh-oh. There's our first down, round 47. But we are prepared for this. Now, how can we do against this whole horde of zombies and a Zersa? Well, Frenzied. Get right up in his face. Gone. The rest of the horde. Melted. Deceased. Twice. Uh-oh. I'm about to be deceased. Leave me alone. This gun is definitely a decoy merchant, though, when I don't have my frenzy guard ready. I am just tossing decoys like no other. Now we are at health cap. It has survived, and still only the one down so far. It's honestly health up pretty good. Still, the same complaints about it is just that ammo, big issue. And it's almost necessary that you train with the gun a bit. That way you're lining them all up for headshots. I mean, it's what you should probably be doing anyways. But the body shot to headshot, like, damage difference is so huge that if you're not attempting to get a few shots in on the head, you're going to be in trouble. But let's go ahead and pop a stock option real quick, even though we don't have that much stock. Now we got some, and let's just spray these guys down. Like, it's not even that terrible against armor. Just the sheer amount of bullets flying through this will eventually tear through whatever armor like, is standing in its way. And insta-kill definitely helps out with that. But this should do it for health cap, right? That's all our zombies. Wait, one more. And we've done it. We've survived. Now, I'm not going to say this is the best gun in the game, but it's not bad at all. It's really just about resource management with it and making sure you still got bullets to shoot out of it. But if you could put like a barrel on this weapon with the conversion kit, I think it'd just be absolutely busted. Getting that little bit of extra damage with it would be insane for this gun. But let's go ahead and see if we can beat the HVT and get out of here. Go ahead and try me. Let's light you up with a little frenzied. Let's really make sure we're hitting you in the sweet spot. And bye-bye, buddy. Can't even see what's happening. All I know is things are dying. And we're getting out of here. And not only is it good in zombies, but it looks good with our infestation mastery camo here. Actually, a beautiful looking gun. Ooh, and it really gets it reacting with that fire rate. Ooh, really flies through all the shades.